Well. What do we have here? Is this another Football Manager rebuild that we have in our hands? So I guess I have gone a little bit crazy, and the rebuild that we will do today will have no transfers whatsoever?
Oh no, this can't be.
That's just pure clickbait. There will be transfers, of course, just not in the way you might think. So, if you are intrigued as I am about what the heck is going on and how I'm going to get a team who's currently the second worst team in the Premier League to sign players like Van Dijk, Saka, and the greatest forward of all time, Jared Bowen. What? Did I write that? Apparently I did. Sit down, get comfy, and let me show you this game-breaking technique to sign any player you want. Are you ready to have your mind blown? All you have to do is start your game, ideally with an updated editor file that has all the latest promotions and relegations, get a big humongous cup of coffee, and do this one small and definitely not overpowered trick. Ta-da! That's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Okay, hang on. Clearly, the video isn't over yet, so please don't leave, as I will explain why I'm clearly using the editor and not even hiding it. Well, as part of a series of saves, I'll be rebuilding some teams using players from other teams essentially. That's how transfers work. The rules of the save are as follows. If you beat a team, you get to steal one of their players that have played in that match. So say for example, in our first game we played Nottingham Forest and we beat them, I can steal any player that I like. However, in the very unlikely scenario that I ever lose to such a weak team, never gonna happen, the worst performing player will be instantly ejected from the side and is sent into exile. Does that make sense? Is that gonna be too easy? Is that gonna be too hard? I don't know, it's not like I prepare for these before I go into it. I just come up and things just happen. Tell me in the comments what you think though, and let's just jump into the video and see what happens, because I generally have no idea as I'm writing this. To set the scene though, Wolverhampton have long been my favorite team in the Premier League. Since the days of the sly Mick McCarthy, I have been following this club with a passion. Okay, no, I'm just making stuff up here. I like Wolves because their logo looks cool. I mean, it does look very nice. And I also saw Jota do this in one of the games when I went to their one and only game in their stadium. That's pretty cool, isn't it? But I think they'll make a very good guinea pig for this experiment. For whatever reason, Wolves is a team that struggles every other year. Despite having a decent budget, buying a load of good players, realizing that it's expensive to have said good players, selling them on for stupid amounts of money, and yet somehow end up with monetary issues. So the board decided that there's only one solution to this conundrum, and that is to give a job to a 7'3" behemoth of a man that has no coaching badges because he doesn't believe in them. What he does have is expert player management, and most importantly for Wolves, totally innovative and completely genius wage management systems that will secure Wolverhampton's financial future for years to come. And yes, this is actually my alter ego and how I will look at the age of 74. Now, like I said before, because the man has absolutely no idea how transfers work in the real life, he generally thinks that you can rock up to a game, beat a team 1-0 after tactically parking the bus, and nicking their best player for your team. Just don't ask him what happens to his players when they lose a game. You don't want to know. We start the save by arranging and playing some friendlies to hopefully try and steal some good players before the season starts. And we had a lot of friendlies. And because Mr. Bobson is a nice, kind man that definitely won't come visit your house at 3:52 AM for a chat after you lost your Sunday League game, he is willing to forgive his poor performers for now. We start the season with two disappointing losses to Arsenal and West Ham, which would have seen us lose either Semedo, Sarabia, or Cunha. But then, the tides turned and we managed to get a massive victory against the biggest side in the world, and if we get their players, we will win the league before the league even starts. And that team is Albirex? Wait, they don't even have any playable players. Well, that could only mean one thing.
Penalti a favor del Real Madrid.
We've had quite a nice run of form after that, as we managed to beat Leeds, Chelsea, Spurs, which netted us 3 very lovely players. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the best winger of all time, Noto. And some other mediocre players like, I don't know, Heung-min Son and Caicedo. Yeah, how about that? However, in the last 4 games we didn't do as well, as we only managed to beat Benevento and Celtic, with us picking up Carter Vickers as a rotation option at centre back. And with that, our squad was fully ready for the first game of the season. Chris Wood may be goating out for Forest in real life, but with a starting lineup of Son, Cunha and Sarabia, we are ready to show the world why Wolves are called the kings of the... Forest? 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 Oh. Yeah. Well, as you remember, Sir Alex Ferguson threw the boot at David Beckham after a bad game. Well, Bob Bobson, with his 20-man management, decided to do the next best thing to a slightly underperforming Sarabia.
This is Sparta!
Yeah, he gone. And I'll be honest, it worked wonders for team morale as we went unbeaten for the next 3 games with world-famous wins such as 4-3 against Brentford, 1-0 against the Cherries, and a famous penalty win against Crewe. Damn, we would have lost Strand Larsen if we lost on pens, but spoiler alert, Bobson kicks him out in the winter anyways. So who did we pick up from our 2 wins? Well, actually 2 very good players. We had Zabarny, who came in to partner a Premier League legend like Dawson. He's a bit old though. And Aaron Hickey came in from Brentford to be the right back or left back when Nouri eventually lets me down again. And if you know, you know. And if you don't know, well, go watch my Partisan save on YouTube. Right, we have some good players here, but we also have a stupidly hard run of games to go until November, especially considering that we play Liverpool, Arsenal, and City. So let's load into the game against Arsenal and Liverpool and see who we lose. Taking on Liverpool is always going to be a tough one, but if we win this game, we pretty much have a pick at best players in the world.
I mean, what can possibly go wrong? We're taking on Liverpool. We're having a scary run of games after. We're playing like Arsenal, Liverpool, Cities, and a bunch of top teams. Ideally, I want to be aiming for a Van Dijk, Robertson, or Gomez, but as you saw, we are going quite defensive. But look, we're better than Liverpool. We've won more games than them. What can possibly go wrong? Caicedo finds Andre in the middle. We are making some good attacking forms as Guedes takes a shot from outside the box and Gonzalo Guedes! What a beautiful assist by Andre. That came out of nowhere. Let's freaking go. I mean, damn, what a well-worked play. Andre took the ball down the middle, found Cunha, who got tackled by Guedes or Gomez, and Guedes, beautiful freaking finish. Let's go. Salah running down the right hand side, somebody stop him. We have a good left back to stop him, but he's good enough. Diaz, beautiful block. Endo, oh my god, Jose Sa is a goat. Now imagine if there's gonna be a game where we lose and he has the worst performing rating. We're gonna be in so much trouble. Virgil van Dijk finds Gomez, who finds Darwin Núñez in lots of space. There's 3 center backs and a keeper, and Darwin scores his first goal. Okay. Yeah, this is exactly how I imagined it to go. I mean, I'll take it. Cunha is gonna step up, put in a good cross. Dawson! Dawson! I mean, look, so far, it's not that bad. But if we do lose this game, there might be a small chance that we lose Heung-min Son. Let's be careful. We do have a moment to steal it as Cunha steps up for a corner. Can he do it? He can't. Carter Vickers finds Hickey. Hickey! Aaron Hickey and Cameron Carton-Vickers finds Aaron Hickey. And we've got a chance. 2-1. Who are we going to steal? Is it going too far in advance? Are we panicking? Oh my god, we've got a chance. Let's go! Alright, we go full defensive now because Heung-min Son is on the worst rating. Heung-min Son is on the worst rating. We have 6 minutes. Szoboszlai, don't do this to me. Jose Sa, beautiful save. Oh my god, Alisson is running up. Oh boy. What is this going to lead to? Corner taken quickly. Virgil van Dijk. Dawson. Balls all over the place. Somebody clear it. Salah. Endo. Guedes. Clear. Keeper's not there. Can we do something? Gnotto. Wolves do survive to claim a priceless victory. Absolutely amazing. Now we can steal a player from them. But who will it be? I mean, really, there's a few good options here. I could go for Alisson. I could go for Virgil frickin' van Dijk. He is 33, so that's a bit of a worry. But do we go and pick Mohamed Salah instead? He is so good. We have a really good side here, but we don't have good centre backs. Do we go for Virgil van Dijk? I think so. We have to build around the back. I think the key player will be Virgil van Dijk. welcome to the squad. Zinchenko on the ball in lots of space. Zinchenko keeps running down left-hand side. João Neves blocks him. Sterling finds Odegaard. Odegaard, no! Semedo, though, steals it off Sterling. Keeps going down the right-hand side. Human Son gets brought down, but it doesn't matter. João Neves, Son, Guedes, Gonzalo Guedes, Human Son with an assist, and that means he's less likely to have a bad game. Let's freaking go, man. Oh my god. Zina? Jesus. Odegaard, Sterling, Semedo, clears it, but it goes back to Sterling. Sterling! It just works. This could be cheating, but I'm okay losing Semedo. So if we lose, and he's on a 6.2, I'm happy to lose him. I'm gonna take him off, and I'm gonna put on Doherty. That way we'll lock in his 6.2, and surely no one's gonna have a worse rating than that. And actually, you know what? Let's play for the win. Odegaard, Tomayasu, Saka, Martinelli, Hickey, Guedes. Guedes breaks away. Guedes is breaking away again. Did Arsenal not expect this turn of events? No, they did. Doherty, though. Doherty, Cunha, post! No! Okay, that was not one for the classics, but it seemed to work. We did better in the second half. Surely, after these two performances and a cheeky friendly against PSG netted as a Portuguese wonderkid to add to our roster, we can also beat City. Or at least, not lose a very important player. Oh, for However, we have a very good goalkeeper in our ranks who will be a good custodian for generations and will finally eclipse the great Lev Yashin as the best goalkeeper of all time. I mean, to be fair to him, after 9 games, he conceded only 4 goals and has an average rating of 7.36. That's pretty good. And with that, a very awful autumnal period became a very pleasant one, as after 11 games in the league, we find ourselves with 3 world-class players. Isaac came in after we beat Newcastle on pens in the Carabao Cup, Levi Colville joined Wolves on a free too, as we beat Chelsea comfortably. No, seriously, it was actually a very weirdly comfortable game. They did play a very weird side against us, as Maresca tried to speedrun his way to being fired, I guess. And, I mean, I guess I had plenty of choices of that game as well, but I needed a solid partner for Van Dijk. We then stole Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle's with goals from, you guessed it, Isaac, who then decided that enough was enough and joined Villa instead after an abysmal performance. Oh, and we lost to City again, and lost Cunha in the process. So now we need proper strikers, and a keeper. On to the next month. Right, the 1st of Jan and we're back to where we started, a game against Nottingham Forest. I wonder how Sarabia is getting on. Oh, well that's not good. Well, we're going to look different now for sure. Let's see how we lined up against them in this revenge match as we potentially try and rescue Sarabia. Wait, what is this? Kulusevski? Mason Mount? Braithwaite? Ramsdale? What? That's also a lot of green here. And I'm definitely not talking about my bank account because, oh my goodness me, that is not good at all. Oh wow, that's actually really, really bad. But yes, we now have a world-class squad actually. Like mentioned before, world-class striker and goal scorer extraordinaire Jared Bowen lol, joined the club after a cheeky win against West Ham. And so far, well, he's done nothing really. Yeah. Kulusevski and Mount joined the roster to help this poor man out, and against Brighton, well, we lost Van Dijk. And that's how we ended up against Liverpool, Arsenal, and City? Yep. Again, in the same order. Kinda weird. We're still 3rd in the league, just a bit further back? Well, unfortunately for us, we lost that game as we clearly missed Van Dijk's defensive capabilities. Oh, and he can't play for Brighton still, lol. Yeah, maybe for my next experiments I actually need to fix that somehow, but it's kind of funny. So with that, Dawson had to pay the price as being the lowest rated player, as I did not want to lose Aitnari or Guedes. Wait, what's this? Sorry, I have VAR coming in from the other room. What? You hate Klopp? Well, what's that got to do with me, mate? What?
Oh, Semedo's got a red card? But I already said Dawson packing. I mean, I guess okay, fine, he has to go. We conceded 2 goals and lost 2 defenders. Bobson is ruthless, I guess. And blind? The run to the end of the season was really good, and I mean, really good. We got lots of really good players, and to be fair, not lost many good players of note. By the end of the season, we ended up snapping a certain Bukayo Saka, Reece James, Sandro Tonali, Christian Romero, Matthijs de Ligt, and Evan Ferguson. However, for next season, we will be without the aforementioned Saka, as, well, this happened. How the hell do you get a 5.9 rating against Everton? How? And after all that building, we ended up in the FA Cup final. And of course, well, this has to be a live comp. So, buckle up and let's, well, not use any of our good players because they're all cup-tied. And that's basically just because we decided to sign a lot of players from Premier League teams after they've played a few games in the FA Cup. But we're taking on United and the squad looks absolutely beautiful. Ramsdale, Aït-Nouri, Colwill, Braithwaite, Hickey, Bruno Guimaraes, Mount, Caicedo, Kulusevski, Bowen, and Heung-min Son up front. Managed by Sarri, sure. Whatever. Who am I going to probably try and steal? Well, actually, let's see in the next menu. And the people that we could be trying to steal this game, and, you know, let's forget that we're trying to win the FA Cup here, is Onana, Mazraoui, Lindelof, Martinez, Malacia, Casemiro, Mainu, Bruno Fernandes, Nico Williams, ooh, Marcus Rashford, Xerxes, and a bunch of people that come off the bench. But if we do lose someone, I hope it's no one good, because, you know, whilst the squad looks amazing, I don't want to lose some of the better players. As Bruno Fernandes finds Lindelof, and he scores his first goal of the season. And Colville missed his header. I really hope we don't lose Colville. He's a good centre-back. He's a very good centre-back. Kulusevski find himself down the right-hand side. Can you show me why I signed you? Caicedo, Kulusevski, anything creative? Hickey finds Braithwaite, and we're playing Bobson ball, I think. It's interesting. Colville, Aït-Nouri, can you do something amazing? Aït-Nouri, Kulusevski, just over the bar. Well, what is this? So far, it's not even an interesting game. We've had 5 shots, 1 on target. United has had 1. And so far, we are on track to lose either Levi Colwill. Oh no, actually things have changed. Aaron Hickey is now on a 6.3 rating, which is absolutely incredible. So we need to change something. Yeah, something more like this. 4-4, let's chase the game. Is Bobson a tactical genius? Is Bobson a tactical genius? Jared Braithwaite. I mean, I want to say that a change of formation has helped us score from a corner. I mean, it didn't, absolutely did not. But it's a goal, it's 1-1, 2 headers and 2 goals. I mean, this is a cup final for the ages. Hickey, though, is trying to maintain his good rating as he intercepts, and Ramsdale is going to do something creative, like a true creative English goalkeeper. Yes, all the way to Onana. They're just 2 chill boys playing football, I guess, as Bruno finds Mason Mount, who's gonna try and do something creative against his old side. Mount finds Jared Bowen, who finds nothing, and Xerxes clears, and that is a scary counterattack. That's a lot of people in the box. Is it going to lead to anything? Xerxes, Hickey's trying to get over 6.4, but it's not enough. It's not enough. And thankfully, Rashford misses his chance. Oh my god, and of course this game goes to extra time. Of course. I mean, the way things are going, we should be getting the win, but it's a cup final anyways. Bobson is going to just be absolutely angry at his players because that's the kind of man he is. And a lot of players are not doing good, apart from Mason Mount, who's having a great game. Son is not having a good game either, so I'm going to sub him on for Hwang Hee-chan. Yes, to try and rescue some things. And again, I say I, but I mean Bobson. Also, Bruno for Tonali, anyone? Oh, I mean, Tonali as the advanced playmaker. What am I cooking here, folks? Let's get us! Look at this XG. Look at this XG overview. Everything is insane. We should be winning this game. And I have a small feeling that we're not going to. See, I told you so. I told you so. Ooh. 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 Hey. Ramsdale, Brexit ball forward, let's go, just like the way Bob Bobson likes to play. It does end up with the back four anyway, so I feel like we should have played slower. Please replay the Gnotto run he just did. What was that? I guess Bob Bobson is a specialist in set pieces. Maybe we're gonna get another, as an awful cross, to be fair, comes in. But Gnotto, with a moment of brilliance, it's gonna go to penalties, isn't it? How would Bob Bobson answer this, right? We gotta get in character. Yeah, I expect you guys to win. He's a non-nonsense guy. Bruno Fernandes? Oh. I mean, last two pens, it's Maguire stepping up. Maguire sends Ramsdale the wrong way, and everything in this universe is left to who? João Gomez. I guess if he misses this, he's gonna be quick sold anyways. He doesn't. Badallo misses. Oh yes, do we have a chance? And of course, it is that man, Gnonto, who slowly meanders up to the pitch with no skills whatsoever apart from pace, and he takes a very fast penalty, which please don't let it be Caicedo. Please don't let it be Caicedo. Oh, you know, he's an offside king. Can he miss from the spot as well? How many do we need? I'd Nuri never let me down. Has he? Oh my... So with that insightful commentary out of the way, who did we lose? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out together. We lost Kulusevski. Oh, no, we lost Kulusevski. Oh boy. And on that disappointment, with all those transfers done and dusted and the squad looking like this, it's time for Bob to have a quick one-year break after a very respectable second place finish in the Premier League and no FA Cup medal around his neck. So even though Season 2 was a little bit disappointing, I'm not gonna go and put blame on Tim here, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's his fault that we lost the FA Cup final. So, Bob Bobson did what must be done. Well, no, he simply released that man. He's not that mean. In came in a channel favorite, Rodrigo Diaz. He won 3 Champions League with Partizan, so I should expect the same here. So he better deliver. I mean, honestly, I'm not expecting much here, but I'm not the one that he has to please. Bobson may be on holiday, but he sent me this message to pass on to Diaz if things don't go so well.
I will find you. And I will
fire
you.
Yikes, Bobson, you need to chill out. See what 1 year in management does to a man? Alright, 6 months into Diaz's tenure, and what the hell is this?
What the fuck is going on here?
Hello? Is this the right save? Wait, no, I've definitely loaded the proper Wolves rebuild. Well, let's see. Okay, so we have Son check, Mount check, best striker of all time, Bowen, still injured, and yeah, it seems to be the right save. What the hell is going on? After finishing second in the league last year, we are somehow 11th? I mean, Diaz is playing with a narrow diamond formation, which actually makes sense considering the midfield talent we have, so... What is happening? We've lost 9 times in the league already, and while some losses actually make a bit of sense, some... not really? Our top goal scorer is Evan Ferguson with 12 goals, which to be fair isn't that bad, and at least Diaz has Mount playing in top form with 11 assists. But still, somehow, we've reverted back to the pre-rebuild Wolves as we've conceded 1 more goal than we scored. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. That's not the priority. How are we doing in the Champions League this year? Okay, I mean, if I keep scrolling, I might find us. Right? Oh, okay, here we are. 21st. Oh, no, Diaz. What have you done?
Do you hear that? Oh no, he has awoken. Diaz, run! And he's fired. Great. So now what? Well, we're still in the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and the Champions League. So it could be worse, I guess. All we need to do now is finalize a rebuild and give the job to a manager that's actually managed in the last 10 years. So without further ado, I present you a man that you will never have heard of unless you have incredible ball knowledge, because he's definitely not completely overpowered and a crazy smart man that will win at least something for Wolves. And that man is Xabi Alonso? Wow, crazy what a club can achieve in 2 years with godlike power to alter reality. So whilst Diaz cosplayed Ten Hag and Amorim, what the hell is going on in football? What can Alonso achieve in 6 months? Surely he can't drag us out of the hole that we're in and win us the league, right? Yeah, no, who would have thought? I mean, in some funny news, however, Arteta managed to get Palace relegated. I've got nothing. Okay, well, next on the list is the FA Cup, and oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. Bournemouth? They're in the freaking championship. How did we lose? Oh. Oh, they have Jose Sa. That explains everything. Curse you, Manchester City! At least the Carabao Cup was a success as we beat Newcastle. Yay. Is this the most underwhelming rebuild of all time? Hit the like button if you think so. And, well, that pretty much sums it up. I mean, what a disappointing episode. We did all that just to win the freaking Carabao Cup? Alonso is a fraud. And this time, it's me that will fire him. Wait. Why is he smirking? Why are you looking at me like this? Wait, you're saying that we forgot to check the Champions League results? Oh, right. Of course, how silly. Wait, Alonso won the Champions League for us? By beating Real Madrid? Because of a 94th minute winner from Evan Ferguson? We did it! Woohoo! Yeah! I always believed in you, man. Absolutely amazing. And after barely scraping it through the league phase, that was close, we beat Napoli, City, Milan, Leipzig, and we finally win the freaking Champions League. I don't believe it, so I guess it's a success? I don't know, what do you guys think? Did Bobson do a great job as a manager of Wolves as he single-handedly won the Champions League without help from anyone? Because of course, he was there the whole time, right? And he definitely wasn't there in the Maldives preparing himself for future management roles. So tell me what you thought about this format in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, whenever I get the time to do more things. And at this rate, I feel like it'll have to be an FM25, no? Bye, guys.